Good morning, all. This is Al Hague here back at the Las Vegas shoot at Ducks Unlimited. We're in Las Vegas, sunny, bright, wonderfully warm, and everybody's having a good time. We've got over 400 shooters here. I'm here with Joe Rowan, who is the director of, let me get this title right, Director of Fundraising and Volunteer Relations.
Yes, sir.
So you have a busy job, and a big
sir.
job.
Right.
What is happening around the country? I mean, this is the Continental shoot. This is the biggest sporting clay event we have, or you folks put on every year. What else is it going on to raise funds for wildlife habitat?
An important part of our fundraising program, but we also have throughout the country chapters that have fundraising banquets, sponsor events, membership drives. But the shooting program here, not just in Las Vegas, but throughout the country, is important part of our fundraising program. We have the DU Continental Ducks in the Desert shoot here this weekend in Las Vegas, but we also host 30 camo class shoots across the country from Anchorage, Alaska to Tampa, Florida.
Okay, wow, I didn't know that. So what's happening, and where are you from? What part of the country are you?
The Northeast.
Northeast, okay. What's going on in the Northeast in the coming months? I mean, nothing's going on right now, but...
We actually have a shoot today in Milford, Delaware, which is one of our camo shoots, which has hosted 233 shooters this morning on a 50-bird fun shoot program.
There's no doubt that the shooting sports, clay target sports in particular, play a big part in Ducks Unlimited.
Important part of DU.
That's interesting. As we know, the sporting clay sport is really the only shooting sport that's continuing to grow at a nice pace. And we're finding a lot of women are getting involved. So you're finding more women at the Ducks Unlimited events?
Definitely.
That's a good trend. We
Definitely.
like that.
Yep. Not only in our shooting venues, but also in hunting in general. You know, the ladies are an important part of the program now.
Excellent. Well, you know, this has been a great event here, and I'm glad you made it out here, so I'm sure you're enjoying this weather compared to what's going on.
Very
back
nice.
east. Yeah.
Important component of a great shoot.
Well, thank you for taking the time to spend with us. And I'm here with Jason Rounsaville. He's the Director of Vending Relations and Fundraising. And he is from the West Coast. And so we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on the West Coast. You're somewhat responsible for all this happening today.
Part of a big team that makes this one happen.
Well, you don't put a 400-person shoot on with one person, so it's a huge team you got going here. What else we got going on in the West? Because sporting clays is growing such great popularity here in the West Coast.
You bet. We've got a variety just in the sporting clays. We have a bunch of our camo fun shoots, as well as just standard sporting clay shoots all throughout the West, California, Oregon, Washington, even up in Alaska.
I know that Ducks Unlimited, and everybody out there probably knows the same thing, but Ducks Unlimited spends all their funds and all their money and all their time and efforts on creating habitat and protecting the wildlife. Is there any specific big projects that are going on this year?
You know, we've got some big projects down in the San Francisco Bay Area, in the Pacific Flyway. We have some stuff going on Washington coast. Pretty much 24/7, they've got conservation projects going all throughout the region.
Is it my imagination, or has this global warming or the weather patterns changed the Pacific Flyway dramatically? I'm a duck hunter, and I hunt Pacific Northwest, and we're just not seeing the ducks like we used to.
Yeah, I know weather patterns have a big effect on migrations and where birds go, and I think that has a lot to do with it.
Well, we hope that gets turned around sooner or later, or else they start changing the seasons, because our season in Washington ends on January 30th, and the ducks are just starting to come in.
Yeah, especially those big corn-fed mallards.
Well, we shoot divers up there, and you know, ducks, mallards come in, you know, saying shoot me, but the divers are going 80 miles an hour downriver, so that's a little different challenge.
You bet, up on the Columbia there, probably.
That's where I shoot, you bet. Well, thanks for stopping by. We'll look forward to the next event. We'll keep in touch, and we'll get it out there for you.
Great, thanks for having us, Al.
You bet.